Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Uncle Dan's Card Collection. Thank you for joining me here today. We're just gonna keep in our series for Journey Together Pokemon Week. On this special episode, we are going to be opening up the ETB. I am super excited for this Elite Trainer box. I'm super excited for this set. This is my first ever Pokemon booster box that I've ever really bought, and I'm in love with this ETB. One, because this is very nostalgic for me in terms of the game. Black and White 2, Reshiram and Zekrom and stuff, Pokemon games that I really probably clicked with out of all of the generations. I guess I just played it the most, and when I found out this was coming out, I had to get it. I really have recently just got into the whole card collecting thing. I've played the games my whole life, but recently with the whole craze of the cards things, I thought, I might try to give them a chance again. And what I was thinking before is I was talking to my wife about this sort of situation. I was like, when I was a kid, way back in the day, they didn't really have full art cards, super crazy. At least when I was like really little and sort of coming into it, they didn't really have cards like this. I would have probably been collecting Pokemon cards if they had always been like this, but I didn't, and that's really unfortunate because I probably have a crazy collection by now. But you can't change the past, you could just keep moving forward. But we're collecting now. It's probably not the best time to get into collecting, but we move forward. Anyway, enough with my ramble. If you're new here, my name is Dan, and I like collecting cards, any kind of card, anything from mainstream stuff like Pokemon to more obscure things like Ben 10, Digimon, whatever else like that. And we are on a journey together. See what I did there? A journey together to open up these cards this week. Since this is the release of Journey Together, we are going to try to release 3 videos this week. If you didn't see my previous video, we opened up Hop's Zacian EX box, and at the end, we had a special little Max Mofo Pokemon Challenge where we are trying to pull the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, and this was the card that we pulled. This is also our card of the day that we are going to be showcasing, Iono. And she actually probably fits more so with this set, but we pulled this out of Paldea Evolved. Anyway, we're going to be opening up this ETB together today. Thank you for joining me, and if you like cards or opening up cards or looking at art, or you're just part of the Pokemon craze, welcome and enjoy yourself as we open up cards together and see what we can get and add to our collection. As always, these are going to be mainstays here to help us in our journey. We have Kazam Shaq, we have LeBron James My House numbered to 85, and we have Jeremy Lin, which is a patch card numbered to 99. These will help us in our journey today and forevermore, being able to pull good hits out of these boxes, whatever it is we might pull. And we also have Gohan and Goku as well. And we got this sticker, which is a cool Polaroid thing that we're probably going to add to the binder, or put it on the binder. Who knows? I feel like this set was made for mostly fans of the games. I've seen Craze, but I don't think it was as crazy when Prismatic came out and all of this other stuff came out. Looking on the back here, this is the promo card that we get. Enz Zerora, beautiful full art cards. I'm going to quest to get as many full art cards as I can because I think they're just beautiful and great. Let's read the back. Trainers Pokemon break into battle. With deep trust and steady guidance, trainers help bring out the best in their Pokemon. The bond they share empowers them to act as one in battle as they push their strength to the limit, including as Pokemon EX. Team up with Enzororak EX, Iono's Bellybolt EX, Lily's Clefairy EX, Hopzacian EX, and more trainers Pokemon, and discover the unstoppable power of friendship in the Pokemon TCG Scarlet and Violet Journey Together expansion. This is all the stuff we get. I am very excited to open this, so let's just crack it open. Use Goku's head. There we go. Now, Journey Together ETBs. I generally have a pretty decent pull rate and a time with ETBs, but we'll just see how this one fares. Here is the player's guide. We'll do a little flip through. Gorgeous. As you can see, just explains different things of what's in the thing here. Card guide. There it is. Whale Lord. different cards. And here are some of the cards we are looking for. I forgot to mention my previous one. These are the chase cards that I am particularly looking for. My son loves whales, and so do I. I want to get this one. Articuno, I want to get this one. We want to get Brock, and this one is really cool. I also like this one as well. I could care less about all the other ones. And there you go. Join your local play Pokemon community. Curious to know when you guys got into Pokemon. I'm going to date myself here, but my very first Pokemon game that I ever received was Pokemon Leaf Green. Wow, I am getting old. If you didn't know, you can take these boxes. I'm not going to do it, but inside is a cool poster that you could put on your wall or your background of something. Take a cool picture with it to maybe not feel so lonely. I don't know. All right, boom, boom, boom. Dividers. And that gorgeous Ends Zora. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, just leave it in here. It's worth more. I don't care. I'm going to sleeve this up, put it in a top loader, and put it in my binder. Because this is for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Here are the dividers as well. Energy cards to play the game. I want to play the game. Probably go to a local tournament or something, but I'm not good at deck building. Here are the sleeves. Pretty neat sleeves. However, this is just me in particular. I like putting all of my cards in clear sleeves because I like seeing the back. But these are pretty cool. That's nice. Azavavla, fire, poison, zavazava. Dice, damage counters. Very good. And let's see what else is in here. 9 packs we should have. Journey together. Boom, 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 boom. Just take a second to enjoy this first pack and just admire some of the art. The first pack in our ETB. Very excited. Here's the code. I can never get that right side up. Let's see if we get anything. Lechonk. That's a cool card. Ooh, I really like the art on that one. Cubone. End Joltik, another end card. Larvesta. Super Potion. Spray Bottle. Hops Corviknight. Beignets. Another Lechonk. A Wingull. Nice. Ends Reshiram. That's what we're looking for. And a basic energy. Here it is. Ends Reshiram. Admiring the card. My favorite card from there was this. I really like the artwork in that by this guy, Muji Hamada. I like that one. I very much like that one. Guys, let's just take a second to talk about the current state of Pokemon. These scalpers and these different things have just been getting ridiculous. I just sort of gave up and have started just going to my local game store. I know the prices aren't that, it's like, oh, why would you go? They up the prices too. I get it, but just tired of being disappointed. I go to a restock, and every time I go there, sometimes I'll get a hit, but there's never anything new there. So where can I go? The game store. Larvitar, Remoraid, Carablast. Is that Clay? Clavala. Verizon Wireless. Hop's Choice Band. Articuno. Can you show us the other one? Wilmer. That's a nice card. Oh, a Kamala Harris. Or a Kamala Harris? Mamoswine EX and a basic energy. We got an EX card. I was always a fan of Mamoswine too. I like big, beefy Pokemon. Maybe because they're cute and cuddly. But yes, the current state of Pokemon is very grim. All these prices just getting outrageous and out of control. I've been seeing videos of these grown men not even allowing these kids to get anything. How do you think the hobby's going to grow if the thing that's made for kids isn't going to be available for kids? I'm not understanding. And while it's nostalgic for all of us and we get to enjoy it and relive our childhood, what about the kids that are having their childhoods now? Do I enjoy opening them? Yes, I do. But I also have a son that's coming up who has gotten interested in them too. And I'm happy I get to share this with him. But listen to me. If you see a kid trying to get Pokemon cards or do these different things, listen, either give them a pack or step out of line. I know we want to enjoy ourselves and have all this stuff too, but it's made for kids too. When a kid can't get into something that's made for him, maybe we need to reevaluate. That's all I'm saying. Hops Choice Band. Salamence. Nice. EX. The next pack. What was everybody's first Pokemon game? Like I said, mine was Leaf Green, which I really enjoyed. But once I got a DS, Kevin Durant. Definitely Black and White 2, I think, was my favorite. Pelipper. Ends Kling Klang. Ends Castle. Shelgon. Parasect. Kilowattrel. And a Basic Energy. I've been looking into that Pokemon Gamma Emerald or whatever, and I think it looks beautiful. I think the 2D art style is fantastic. And I don't know, I just feel like Pokemon just needs a little bit of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of fresh air, here's a coughing. Shop It. Corvisquire. Sigalith. Oh. Beignet. Hops Bag. Something. Cramorant. Noivern. And a Basic Energy. Again, wow, this box is not looking promising. But it's not just about the hits. It's about the journey together. But we do only have 4 more packs to go. And it would be a little bit disappointing if we got nothing. But, hey, sometimes that's how it goes. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. But we move. Bombardier, Parasect, Pupitar, Nanavza, Copperjaw, Redeemable Ticket, Sigalith. Ooh, Swinub. That's very nice. Call for Family. This is the Dom Toretto of Pokemon. Lunge Out. And a Regirock. Oh my goodness, that is Gorjane. Nakamura, Ippon? Something. I've also learned about doing this. This might be overkill, but it's something I have been enjoying to do. I have found these perfect fit sleeves. And I like to double sleeve my cards. Double protection. Because I'm one of those guys that doesn't want any dirt or weird stuff attacking my cards. But now it's all safe. I'm going to put this in a top loader. And now it's safe from all the bad stuff that could harm it. I'm almost 30. Am I the problem? Probably. But if there was a kid right now that wanted this pack, I'd give it to him. For a price. No. Not for a price. Calm yourself. Calm down. Boom, boom. Billy and O'Neill. Looks like some models. Pancham. Doing something mysterious. Mincino. Petalil. Pengaru. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Grimmsnarl. Ends PP up. Relax. Hopstubble. Stunfisk. Ooh! Iris's Fighting Spirit. Another trainer. Oh my goodness. We got something, guys. Iris. Look at that hair. Fantastic. Something. Lily's Comfy. That's me on a Friday afternoon. Cufant. Spiky Energy. Asaligor. Corviknight. Carablast. A Caterpie, and nice! Lily's Clefairy. But not the big one, but definitely a cool card. I like the little artworks in the corner here to let them know that this is indeed Lily's Clefairy. I'm not actually too big of a fan of like Jigglypuff and Clefairy and stuff like that. Just never a fan. I was always a fan of the big boy Pokemon. Maybe just because That's how I am. Maybe that's why I want the Whale Lord so bad. I want to see myself. Last pack. Please, LeBron. Okay. Pillow Swine. That's cool. Another Cufant. Sprigato. Silicobra. Pelipper. Ends Kling Clang. A Castle. There's that Cubone again. Gorgina. Ends Joltik. And a Butterfree. And an Energy. Guys, we got this and this. Iris's Fighting Spirit, but look at this one. I really like this Swinub. It's in the forest. It's just enjoying itself. Well, maybe it's not because it's calling for family. Do Swinubs have feelings? Does it need a hug? Probably. Journey Together, episode 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my favorite card that we got so far. Is the ETB worth it? Probably not this one, but this Swinub was definitely really cool to get. Thank you for joining me in episode 2. But before we go, let's move on to our Max Mofo Inspired Challenge. At the end of every video, we're pulling a Paldea Evolved card for the Magikarp chase. Not only do I like the artist, but I also love Magikarp. So, how long will it take us to pull it? We got that. We did not get it in the first pack, obviously, in the first video. What am I saying? So, here's our second attempt. Will this be the Magikarp? Let's see. I think I'm so cool when I do that and it ends up being upside down. Jeremy Lin, can you help us out? Charcadet, Zabaza, Tadbulb, Frigibax, Bombardier, a Flamingo, Taurus, Slowpoke, Practice Studio, and Dedenne EX. We have been doing good with these Paldean Evolved. A hit in this one and the other one. Sick. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video where we open up the big booster box, the one with at least a guaranteed hit. I'm excited and I'm ready. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, joining me here today. Goodbye.